Hello, this is Yahweasel. Here with me is Lord Pi. Say hello.
Hello.
This is my improvisational teletype machine. We could play on a line printer. AI Dungeon.
Yeah.
Let's start a new game.
Yes, I want to see the new scenario it dreams up.
Oh no. Very slowly dreams up.
Yeah, the initial generation of the scenario will What?
You can, so I don't now know what the point of this is now that it doesn't save anywhere, but you can rate.
Because if it's online, then it'll.
Yeah. I mean, 10? Like,
obviously.
It couldn't have gotten much better than that.
No, it really couldn't. It let us eat anything we wanted.
And then that killed us.
Yes. What
I
did
love
that? Abuse of the cloud bucket.
Oh yeah, that's why it won't save online anymore. Although it apparently does save after you die, so that's okay.
So you can read it again.
So you can go back and read it and die as many times as you please. I love I can't get over. You drive home to your family, you are happy, they're happy to see you, you thank them for everything, and then you die.
You just keel over immediately. Thank you for everything, thud. That's fantastic. I kind of want to see what happens with censoring off.
We didn't see any censoring there, but it just stars out things that are censored.
So that's all it does. Okay, it doesn't.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's not that interesting. You are Osseous, a suitant, a mutant. the M is hard to read. A mutant trying to survive after the deadly pandemic. You have 3 toes on your legs. Not on your feet. I assume you have 10 toes on your feet, but elsewhere on your legs you have 3 toes, and also spikes on your legs.
What?
In the colony you were born in, your strange condition was considered a sin, so we've been mutated since birth, I guess.
Apparently.
And you have been in prison since you were 14! You get flagged today for your faults by your master. Prison master? Is that supposed to say flogged? Surprisingly.
Flagged.
It says flagged.
It does, yeah.
Surprisingly, you feel no pain when he gently brushes you with a flag. You feel no pain when he places his hand over your mouth. He tells you that you will be taken back to the city where you belong. The door opens up and you see a group of mutants walking out. So our master actually... What? He flagged us, which isn't a punishment anyway, and now he's freeing us, I guess.
Maybe we've been flagged to have to leave. Maybe that's what it is.
Yeah, so we've got our yellow ticket of leave.
Yes. I guess...
I would consider following the mutants.
Yeah, let's follow the mutants. The temptation to eat things is too great. It really is now that we can actually do that.
Follow and eat mutants. You walk with the mutants as they head towards the city. They all look at you strangely, but none of them say anything. Eventually, you reach the city gates. A guard sees you and yells at you to stop. He points to a building nearby and says...
He says nothing.
It would be great if he actually said anything. So just for reference, we're now using CPU, and my CPU RAM, I have 32 gigs as opposed to 8 gigs of video RAM. So hopefully it'll do a little bit better.
So I mean, I guess we want to head towards the building. Let's enter the building.
He didn't say anything. I guess he just like opened his mouth. We were supposed to know.
Just made a static noise.
And says greater than.
Oh, that's what he said.
He says prompt.
No, he says enter building.
He says enter building. Of course, we were supposed to say what he says, just like games don't work.
Do you think that's what it was meant to be?
No, I think it just doesn't make any sense.
I'm going to choose to believe that's what was meant to happen.
You enter the building and find yourself in a large room filled with mutants. There's an elevator that takes you down to the ground level. We apparently didn't enter on the ground level.
Okay, then.
Well, it said we reached the city gates. Maybe, the city is walled in and we had to go up a bunch of stairs to get to the gates. And then he's like, no, go to that building over there that's actually on the city wall. So now we're, deep inside the wall. The elevator
definitely.
The elevator doors open and you step inside. You see dozens of mutants standing around in various states of dress.
Well, you know what we've got to do.
I refuse to just do it. You're in command here.
We have to undress all of the mutants.
That is what I was thinking.
Yes, indeed.
They're in various states of dress. We want to make it less various, that's all.
Yeah, we want to make it consistent.
You quickly undress the mutants before heading into the elevator.
Oh.
So, our experience now has been, we got off the elevator, we stripped down a bunch of confused mutants, of which we are one, and then we just leave again. I think that's a crime. I'm not sure which crime, but I'm 95% on the thing we just did is a crime.
Maybe that's why we were in prison in the first place.
You press the button for the first floor and wait patiently. We're taking the elevator up one floor. Great. After a few minutes, you hear the door opening above you. You turn around and see a man dressed in a suit enters the elevator, I guess, from above. No. Batman just hopped in. It says the door opened you of the access hatch.
It did.
And it took a few minutes to go one floor, I'm going to point out. He looks at you and smiles.
I don't want to say what the first thing that entered my mind after I finished reading that.
It's undressed man, obviously. That's why we went to prison in the first place.
Nope, it wasn't. It's a bit worse than that.
Eat self.
It was get on knees.
Oh, it was eat man, I see.
Yeah, exactly. Just in a different sense. Oh. I'm not proud of that sentence.
I like, by the way, how the elevator is going up and he hopped in from above.
It's Batman.
Everything is very strange about what just happened here.
Maybe we should say hello to the man rather than get on our knees.
Say hello to man.
Of course, the quotation marks are important.
Next time we have the option, maybe we should start with GPU and only switch to CPU when we need to. You smile back at him and say hello. He nods his head and then turns around and walks out of you. I mean, in fairness, he came in from the access hatch. He wasn't actually using the elevator, so he presumably was just passing through.
I read ahead. Oh no.
You stand there confused for a moment before turning back to the mutants. You point to several of them and tell them to undress. They started to get dressed again. So you walked in, tore off all their clothes, got in the elevator. He hopped in from above and went back, and you noticed them and said, hey, no, take your clothes off, you pieces of shit. And they go, okay, and one by one they do so.
I like how it has a memory of things that we've done and then does those things again.
Yeah.
That's really neat. I mean, I guess we want to leave the elevator. We don't want to be in here. There's no one to undress.
But why did we get into the elevator then? We're still on the ground floor. We haven't gone anywhere. All we've done is wait a few minutes. As far as we know, the door hasn't even closed.
Oh, that's right. We haven't even gone anywhere yet. So I guess let's go to which floor 6.
Go to 6th floor. I mean, I was assuming that first floor is not ground floor.
Yeah, I'm not sure
European standard.
It's going to be using,
but still, nothing said we went there.
No, I didn't. I did just assume that. Oh.
You enter the elevator, which we were already in, and press the button for the 6th floor. You wait patiently for a few moments, and then you hear the elevator doors opening above you. You turn around and see a man dressed in a suit.
Okay, he's begging to be undressed.
This isn't an elevator. I think we think this is an elevator, but it's actually just the Batman hatch. This is just how Batman gets into this building. I think we need to take the stairs.
Undress Batman. Not the man, Batman. Because that's Batman.
Undress Batman.
This is probably how you get it to turn into erotica. Maybe... Oh no.
You quickly undress so he was Batman! It's confirmed! It's confirmed that he was Batman! We undressed him!
It did!
You're 100% right that's definitely why we were in prison, because we are too good at that. We apparently just do that. However, I'm going to point out, you quickly undress the man and then head into the elevator. You press the button for the first floor and wait patiently, and the elevator doors open up above you.
What is with the opening above?
This isn't an elevator. We need to give up on this. We need to go take the stairs.
Yeah, let's leave the elevator and take the stairs.
But phrase that as a command for a text adventure game.
Leave the elevator.
Leave elevator.
Maybe we should go incredibly English with the next story and see how it handles that. But that will require the accent, of course.
It's unfortunate that neither of us can do an English accent. So. You exit the elevator and begin walking down the corridor. Suddenly you feel something hit your back. You turn around and see a giant mutant holding a batarang. It swings at you and you duck and roll away from it.
What?
Batman was a mutant, and now he's presumably naked, and he's a giant mutant, and he threw a batarang at you. How did this story turn that we're now fighting mutant Batman?
We really are. Let's throw kryptonite at Batman. Maybe
he's secretly Superman.
Yes.
I'm going to say throw kryptonite at mutant Batman.
Yes. Important distinction.
Important distinction to make. You run forward and grab the kryptonite batarang. And throw it at the mutant. Unfortunately, it hits him instead. Unfortunately, it does exactly what you intended. He screams and falls backward, hitting his head on the wall. You turn around and see another mutant wearing a mask.
Oh no, is it Mutant Robin? Let's eat Mutant Robin. No, we have to undress Mutant Robin.
Oh, it's too late. I already typed in eat.
Oh no.
You quickly rush over to the mutant who is eating the mutant. You bite his neck and pull out his heart. You then tear off his face and devour it. All we were on the hook for before is forcing people to undress. That's it. Like that's it's more than like it's a crime. It's more than a misdemeanor, but it's not, it's not like decades in prison. We just killed two people and ate one of their faces.
We're undressing their organs and skeletons.
But in fairness, the Mutant Robin was apparently just eating someone else at the time.
Yes, exactly.
We didn't even notice. So, swings and roundabouts.
Can we absorb his power?
Absorb. But Robin doesn't have any powers. He's an acrobat.
He's just Mutant Batman.
Do we want to absorb his power? Try to absorb his power.
Let's see what it does with that. Yeah. Oh, it's great.
You continue eating the mutant until he's nothing but bones. So I guess we did eat his heart. I was going to point out we still just had his heart, but we've eaten everything except for the bones. Then you return to the mutants and tell them that you will be taking them to the surface.
What?
You explain that they can live there now and that they should not worry about it. You mean the ones we just randomly forced to undress? Those mutants? It's certainly not Mutant ones. Batman who we killed, or Mutant Robin who we ate until he is nothing but bones.
Well, I guess the command we should enter is take mutants to surface.
However, the command I'm actually going to enter is this.
Oh, I can't wait to see. You bite his neck and pull out his heart in one motion. Delicious Mutant Robin stock.
Sorry to take the power away from you, but it had to be done.
Oh, that's essential.
You start making a soup from the bones of the mutant. You drink some of it and immediately feel better. You felt pretty bad after eating him down to the bones, but now that you got the soup, you finish the rest of the soup and enjoy it. You then sit down and relax. We're living a great life here.
We really are. We just killed Batman and ate Robin.
Okay, wait. I want to see if we can switch to GPU. So let me do some experiments here.
Okay.
Okay, here we go. Now it's in the GPU. Let's see if it
yeah.
See if it works.
So do we want to take them to the surface now or undress them further, which would mean removing their flesh?
Well, we don't. Last time when we turned our backs on them, they continued. They got dressed again. I'm gonna assume that they're.
That's true.
They might have been putting their clothes back on, which is unacceptable.
Undress all mutants.
Another command that needed to be typed. It's really just general life advice. Undress all mutants.
I wouldn't have suspected that undressing would become similar to eating things. Now it needs to happen in every...
Oh, there were a few... Okay, apparently this was a lot more, a lot more work than I expected here. You hurry through the corridors and finally arrive at the last two mutants. You knock on their door and they answer. So they were, even though this is like a prison center, they were nice enough to give these mutants their own individual rooms. You ask them if they know where the surface is.
What?
I'm going to point out, we've been at ground level this whole time. It made it perfectly, they're like, here, we're there, we did it. And they reply that they don't know either. You tell them that you need their help and they agree. I need their help undressing themselves, not me.
Yeah, of course. So I don't think it's going to let us undress them, because unless we did that and didn't say.
Well, maybe it's just, this was the first step we needed to do before force them to undress.
That's a command, force mutants to undress.
Force mutants to undress. I want to point out that I am not responsible for this particular
that's my fault.
Mutation fetish here. You force the mutants to undress and then you lead them to the edge of the city. You tell them to jump off the bridge and onto the water below. As soon as they land, you send them flying into the river below, which is what they did. So we just told all these mutants, I'll save you, I'll bring you to the surface, it'll be great. Okay, come jump in the river.
It's a multi-level fountain type thing. There's water, then river.
I see.
Yes. That's what it is.
They go through the water, and then you have to really push them through to get to the river.
Yes.
So we might have just killed some mutants. It's hard to say. Maybe they can swim. I don't know.
Oh, they're mutants. They can swim. They're Batman or something.
No, Batman's dead, yeah. Batman's dead, and Robin is dead, food, and soup.
Oh, maybe we should call for the Starship Enterprise to come take us away.
I feel like we're already being sued by DC.
That's true. Maybe not. Yeah. Let's maybe jump into the river then.
Okay, so we're apparently deciding that we were throwing them into the river not to be cruel, but actually to save them.
I mean, they wanted us to take them to the surface, and we would told the other guys we can take them to the surface, so...
Maybe the surface is more like a abstract
surface
location.
of the water.
You leap into the river and swiss to the other side. You swim past the mutants and eventually I know it's swim. And eventually reach the surface. You look around and notice that the city is Oh, we reached the surface. So it's like a location. It's like
capital S surface, the surface.
It's like it's like a particular district in town, the surface. You look around and notice that the city has changed. Buildings are no longer made of wood or stone, but are made of metal and glass.
Oh no.
We're in the distant future. I thought we were in the future anyway, but okay.
Yeah, I kind of assumed that. Yeah.
we were in one of those future worlds where they couldn't be bothered to build buildings out of metal and glass and just use a bunch of wood and stone, but then they changed.
we should taste one of the buildings to double check it's actually made of metal and glass.
I'm gonna go with Lick Building.
Exactly. Yes.
It's a normal command. It's something you do sometimes. Like licking a building. Don't judge me.
Get the city flavor.
This feels like a stack trace.
This is a lot of
Hello! Hello, stack trace. Back to slow motion. The CPU. The CPU never changes.
That makes sense.
Okay? I thought we were... Oh, wait. Oh, right, we reached the surface, but we determined that the surface is a location, not the surface. So we actually were still swimming. I didn't even notice. Okay. So I was trying to swim towards a building or something, but you swim along the shoreline and suddenly you feel something hit your back. You turn around and see a giant mutant holding another batarang. Oh, we thought we killed Batman, but he's angry at us for eating Robin.
Oh no, what do we do? How do we fight Batman? Mutant Batman. Giant mutant Batman.
Giant mutant Batman.
Theoretically, this could be Robin. No, it couldn't.
We ate him until he was just bones, and then boiled his bones to make soup. Pretty sure it's not Robin. We've taken care of that one. It's the other one that could be an issue.
We should toss one of the mutants at Batman because we have the mutants with us.
Toss mutant. Toss one of the mutants at mutant Batman.
Oh. I just love how we try to absorb Robin's power, then we eat the rest.
Well, that's how you absorb his power. What did you expect to do? I mean, honestly.
So how does this level of insanity match up to what you expected / hoped?
It's quite the thing. You toss the mutant at the mutant Batman. He catches it easily. That's a nice thing to say about a living thing. And throws it back at the mutant. We're also the mutant, so
we are.
It's a pretty ambiguous referent here. You laugh and watch as the mutant tries to catch. Are there like two mutants playing fetch with a mutant?
I don't know what's happening.
The greatest sentence that's ever been spoken. The mutant Batman grabs the mutant and throws him at the mutant. Got some real ambiguous referent problems here.
Okay, I think we need to end this and just eat Batman. Mutant Batman. We need to
I
finish
mean,
him.
in fairness, that's the only way we managed to get rid of Mutant Robin. So
That's true. That's the
and
weakness.
and we definitely need to remember to use his bones to make soup. That otherwise he'll
Yes,
come
that's
back.
important.
We need to learn to sit in complete silence during those intervals.
Yes.
You take a deep breath and dive into the river. You swim past the mutants and eventually reach the surface. Well, apparently we just forgot to eat Mutant Batman. We got into a Mutant Batman fight, just throwing mutants at mutants and mutants, and finally you're like, you know what? Let's pretend none of that happened and just go back to what we were doing before. I would suggest we should lick a building again, but last time...
Yeah, that makes Batman attack us.
Exactly.
Okay, let's swim to one of the buildings. Let's actually swim into this city.
Swim to a building?
I mean, we could swim to the shore, but that's what made Batman attack us.
No, the command we gave was lick building.
That's true. That's true.
Let's swim to the shore.
Yeah. So we're on the surface. Oh, silence. Yes.
No, what?
What? Oh.
Invalid argument errors. Indices 0,
Oh,
0
that's
equals
different.
1024 is not in 0, 1024 inclusive lower bound, exclusive upper bound.
Well, this is a different kind of problem.
Yeah, I mean, this wasn't with Kuda. I don't think this story was going incredibly anyway. I think maybe it was time to start another story. So I don't think I'm gonna want to load that game. Let me reactivate Kuda for the sake of our sanity, and let's play a dungeon.
Yeah.